Number 1.
Hi, Vince. Nice day for a walk, huh?
Yeah, it is. Actually, I'm on my way to work.
I thought you drove to work. Is something wrong with your car?
No, I've just been putting on a bit of weight recently.
I guess you have to get up pretty early now, though.
I don't mind that, and I feel a lot healthier.
Great. And I bet walking is easier on your wallet, too.
Definitely. I'm planning to use the gas savings to buy a new bike.
Question. What do we learn about Vince?
Number 2.
Fernando, how are you getting along with your dorm roommate?
Oh, he's all right, Mom, I guess. He's pretty tidy, but he's not very communicative. I never know what's on his mind.
Do you ever do things together?
Almost never. I spend more time with the other guys on my floor. They're a little crazy, but they're fun.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but don't forget to spend enough time on your studies.
Question. What does Fernando suggest about his roommate?
Number 3.
How are things going, Matt?
Not so good. I was supposed to have a job interview yesterday, but all the trains were stopped due to an accident, so I couldn't make it.
But they'll give you another chance, won't they?
No, I called the manager as soon as I got home. He said they'd already seen enough people. Looks like I'm out of luck.
That's awful.
Yeah, well, I guess they have a lot of good candidates to choose from.
Question. Why did Matt not get the job?
Number 4.
Professor Cranfield, can I ask you something?
Sure, Lucinda.
It's about your intensive Spanish writing course. I feel like I'm already busy with my other classes. Doing the writing course might be too much.
I understand. I think you certainly have the ability, but I don't want to push you. It's not a mandatory course, but future employers would be impressed if you passed it.
Thanks for your advice. I'll think it over a little more.
Question. What does the man imply about the writing course?
Number 5.
Amy, I heard you're looking for a part-time job.
I'm thinking about working at a restaurant as a server. I could use the money to help pay for school fees.
Well, I hope you like standing for long periods of time.
I would get breaks, you know. I doubt it would be that bad.
Well, I think you should buy some comfortable shoes, just in case.
I need to get the job first.
Question. What does the man imply?
Number 6.
We still need to buy a present for Carla and Antonio's wedding. Have you checked out the gift registry yet?
Yes, but the only things left on the list are really expensive items, like the silver dining set.
I warned you that if we didn't choose something quickly, the affordable stuff would all be gone.
Sorry, you were right. What should we do? Get them something cheaper that's not on the list?
No, I'd rather not take any chances. We don't want to give them something they might not want.
Question. What will these people probably do?
Number 7.
Would you mind picking up some takeout on your way home?
No problem. How about burgers?
Too greasy. I was thinking about that Korean restaurant we went to last week.
That's not exactly on my way home, and it's a little pricey.
I know, but the servings are huge. We'd have enough for lunch tomorrow, too. Korean food is just as good the next day.
All right. They're usually pretty quick with orders, so I should be home by around 6.
Question. What is one reason the woman suggests the Korean restaurant?
Number 8.
We should start planning our vacation for this year.
How about escaping the cold weather and going somewhere tropical with a nice beach?
I was hoping we could go skiing.
Well, what did we do on our last vacation?
We went camping. You caught that giant fish at the lake, remember?
Oh, right. And you wanted to go sightseeing in town, but the kids and I outvoted you.
That's right.
Okay, let's do what you want this time. I'll tell the kids we're headed for the mountains.
Question. What are these people going to do for their vacation?
Number 9.
Hey, Kenneth. I was looking at the latest post on our company's blog, the one about the release of our new earphones. The release date is wrong. It should be May 15th, not the 5th, as stated in the post.
Really? That post was added by Jason last night.
Well, we need to take care of it immediately so we don't mislead our customers. Ask Jason to do that right away.
I'm afraid he has the day off today. I'll handle it instead.
Thanks.
Question. What does the woman say about the company's blog?
Number 10.
Excuse me, sir. Has anyone turned in a train pass today?
I'm afraid not. Have you lost yours?
Yeah, when I used mine this morning, I was certain I put it back in my wallet, but I guess I didn't.
I can give you the form to purchase another one.
Looks like I have no choice. It makes me so frustrated, though. I had just put $50 on it. Now I've lost it all.
I'm sorry. Here's the form. It should only take a couple of minutes to fill out.
Thanks. I'll do that now.
Question. Why is the woman upset?
Number 11.
Michelle, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the piano concert last Sunday.
No problem. I sold your ticket to Jasmine, so it wasn't wasted.
I'm relieved to hear that. Did you enjoy the concert?
Well, the pianist was superb. Unfortunately, we were bothered by another audience member, though.
What happened?
He was continuously whispering to the person next to him and playing with his smartphone. It was hard to concentrate.
Oh, that's a shame.
Question. What was the woman's problem?
Number 12.
Hello, Jenny Williams speaking.
Hello, I'm calling about a package I'm supposed to deliver to your house.
Oh, I see. Is there something wrong?
When you selected your delivery option online, you asked us to use the delivery box.
Yes, I won't be home until 7 tonight.
Unfortunately, the package won't fit in the box. Could I leave it in another location instead?
Sure. If you can take it around to the side of the house, there's a bicycle shelter. You can leave it there.
Question. What does the man ask the woman to do?
A. International rivers. Many of the world's rivers are not contained within the borders of a single country. Because of the importance of water, international laws about how neighbouring countries share these rivers are essential. Typically, all countries have equal rights to use a river that flows through their lands. Also, all countries are legally forbidden from doing anything to a river that would considerably decrease its flow of water into other countries. However, sharing a river is not always simple. For example, the Nile River runs through a number of countries, including Ethiopia and Egypt. Ethiopia has requested international loans to build a dam on its section of the river to generate electricity. However, Egypt has used its political influence to block the loans, complaining that a dam would reduce the Nile's water flow into Egypt. At the same time, Ethiopia points out that Egypt currently uses the river for power generation, so it is unfair if Ethiopia cannot.
Questions. Number 13. What is one thing the speaker says about rivers? Number 14. Why is the Nile River discussed? B. Theriac. For thousands of years, people believed that a substance known as theriac was a wonder drug. According to legend, it was created by an ancient king who lived in fear of being poisoned. He was said to have taken theriac daily to protect himself from all forms of poison. The use of theriac gradually spread around the ancient world, and people began to believe that it was also effective against all kinds of illnesses. Making it, however, required time and effort, as some theriac recipes contained over 100 ingredients, some of which came from poisonous snakes. By the 15th century, there were regulations in many places about how theriac could be manufactured, and in some cities, such as Venice, it had to be made in a public ceremony. Though the scientific community now believes that theriac is ineffective, the regulations on the manufacture of theriac marked an important milestone in the development of modern medicine.
Questions. Number 15. What is one thing that we learn about theriac? Number 16. What is one thing the speaker says about theriac in Venice?
C. Spirit bears. Found only in parts of Canada, spirit bears are black bears that are born with white fur due to a rare gene. Scientists estimate there may be as few as 100 of these beautiful animals in the wild. For years, native peoples did their best to prevent the bear's existence from becoming known to the outside world. Because the bear's fur is so unusual, native peoples feared it would become a great prize for hunters and collectors. Spirit bear's bright fur also provides them with a unique advantage when hunting salmon. Unlike the fur of ordinary black bears, spirit bear's fur is difficult for fish to see, so the fish are less able to avoid the bears. Unfortunately, however, spirit bear numbers may decrease even further. Recent research has revealed the gene that results in spirit bear's white fur is rarer than once thought. Additionally, many spirit bears live outside the areas where they are protected.
Questions. Number 17. What does the speaker say about native peoples? Number 18. What advantage do spirit bears have over ordinary black bears? D. Distributed generation. In many parts of the United States, the electric power industry has been shifting away from the traditional system of centralized generation to a newer system known as distributed generation. With centralized generation, electricity is generated in one central location and then delivered to homes and businesses. Distributed generation is a network of smaller energy sources, such as solar panels or wind turbines, that produce electricity close to where it is needed. This can make the distributed generation system more cost-effective. Distributed generation has some disadvantages, however. The required infrastructure takes up space in communities, and residents generally consider it unattractive. In fact, homes close to large solar energy facilities often sell for less than homes that are farther away. In addition, some distributed generation systems require water to run, which is a limitation in areas that experience water shortages.
Questions. Number 19. What is true about distributed generation systems? Number 20. What is one downside of distributed generation?
E. What zoos can't do. In recent decades, zoos have been essential to efforts to save endangered animals. Several species of frogs, birds, and turtles have been saved from extinction by conservation programs that breed endangered animals in the safe environment of zoos. Unfortunately, certain species such as tarsiers, which are animals that look like tiny monkeys, and great white sharks cannot survive in captivity. These animals usually die quickly after being captured, making it impossible to breed them. For this reason, the survival of tarsiers and great white sharks depends on the conservation of their natural environments. Though many of their habitats are already legally protected, the current laws are often ignored. Governments must try harder to stop the illegal destruction of the forests where tarsiers live and breed. They must also reduce illegal fishing activities that threaten great white sharks.
Questions. Number 21. Why are zoos unable to breed some endangered animals? Number 22. What does the speaker say about saving tarsiers and great white sharks? F. Written in stone. Petroglyphs are ancient drawings or carvings on rock surfaces. For researchers in the Americas, they are an important source of information about the Native Americans who lived there before the arrival of Europeans. Some of the most famous petroglyphs are those at Castle Rock Pueblo in Colorado. These images were not drawn in the style typical of the area, but in a way that was common in another settlement hundreds of kilometers away. There are also drawings of human conflict. This suggests that there may have been contact and likely fighting between these two communities. Another interesting feature of the carvings is their use of light. On the longest and shortest days of the year, the carvings create specific patterns of light and shadow. This has led researchers to conclude that they were used as a type of solar calendar.
Questions. Number 23. What is one thing we learn about the Castle Rock Pueblo petroglyphs? Number 24. How do researchers think the Castle Rock Pueblo petroglyphs were used?
G. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 25.
Hi, dear. I'm sorry, I was in a rush this morning and wasn't able to do a few things. Could you take care of them? The living room is a mess. Miranda's toys are all over the place, so could you put them away? Also, Toby's new bird food arrived this morning. I know we usually store it in that box near the kitchen shelves, but when the package was delivered, I left it at the front door. Sorry. It should still be sitting there. And can you change one of the light bulbs in the garage? When I got home last night, I saw that one was flickering.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.
H. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 26.
Greta Bakken has written in various genres over her long career. I would recommend 4 books to a first-time reader. First, The Moon in Budapest is considered to be a masterpiece of romance, and it has the biggest fan base. Along That Tree-Lined Road is a beautifully crafted fantasy novel with a touch of mystery. If you're a travel fan, I recommend you try Mixed Metaphors. It's a travel journal documenting her trip to Siberia with a number of stunning photographs she snapped along the way. Lastly, Try Shaw's is her latest book, and it has been getting great reviews from science fiction enthusiasts.
Now, mark your answer on your answer sheet.
I. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 27.
The company has decided to outsource the personnel department's services to ABC Resource Systems. There will be 2 main changes. First, we'll be using a new website to handle all scheduling, requests for time off, and complaints. More importantly, time off requests will now need to be submitted 2 weeks in advance. These changes will apply at the end of next month, so please submit requests on the website at that time. Until then, please direct all personnel issues to the manager of your department. Thank you for your cooperation.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.
J. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 28.
The course website is now accessible. On the left side, you'll see the menu. At the top of the menu, there's a news section where I'll post event reminders and assignment due dates. I've already posted a notification about a guest lecture that you can attend for additional credit. You can click on the icon to reserve a seat. Below the news section, there's a link to a page where you can check on your weekly reading assignments. Finally, in the resources section, I put some links that might help you when working on your final research project.
Now, mark your answer on your answer sheet.
K. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 29.
Hi, this is Bill. As you know, today is the deadline for your column. How is it coming along? If you've already finished it, please send the column directly to my office email address. If you're likely to finish it by tomorrow morning, send the file to Paula. I'll be out all day tomorrow. However, if you're not likely to make it by tomorrow morning, could you call me on my office phone tonight? I'll be here until 8. Otherwise, you can reach me on my smartphone after 8. If necessary, I can give you another few days to finish it. Thanks.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.